And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wake Forest's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now, and you use the quick passing game basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Fires to the right. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Quick completion to the right. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Gadecki. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on first down from the 30. He'll pull it on the read. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll give it to the back. The Noles get the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State 7, Wake Forest 0.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Demon Deacons get enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for a man on second down. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, David Deacons. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie to him. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by just 4 to North Texas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Gadecki. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And the Demon Deacons are in the red zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Touchdown, Wake! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third down, going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Herring. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Leaves it with the back. Sweet feet on the move. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw. It's Gadecki. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback, or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminole.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. Wiggles free. Forced out of the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Gadecki. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Works the middle of the field. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Using his legs, it's Battle. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Gadecki. Makes the grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knowles. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to LSU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On second down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hodges. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They're working that left side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The give out of the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Demon Deacons will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Gadecki. Got his man down the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The run from the shotgun. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Dances away from the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Wake Forest, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll try the run. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Seminoles. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Wake Forest! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working that left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Dropping back, it's Gadecki. He makes the connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Noles! What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 6 over LSU.
He'll start this drive firing.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On second down, looking again to throw. Scrambling away. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Harry. Ball is loose. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Complete out of the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The Seminoles will keep this drive going, setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Motion from the offense. Handoff to the single back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Seminoles are on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Hard running there. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The Noles get it past the sticks. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Going up top on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you've got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the run. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Wake! And once he got loose, it was all over. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, give on the inside. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Gadecki. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Trying to find his man on first down. Touchdown Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over LSU.
The give on the inside.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On second down, he'll fire. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Now sliding to his left. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Damon Deeks. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference. Offense.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
He's got an open man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's third and goal. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Gadecki. Using the quick game. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The Seminoles are threatening on first and goal. They're going back to the ground. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Looking for just one more yard. It's touchdown, Noles! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they can't make the connection. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. At midfield, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
To attempt the try. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by a field goal over LSU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
Got a lot of running room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. With the catch, it's Washington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's now second down after the short completion. He'll pull it on the read. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Makes the quick grab. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Hands it off. Just willed his way for a couple after the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the air, it's Gadecki. It's complete to the right. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air.
This is so interesting right now.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Off the play fake on first down. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the short completion brings up 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They move the tight end all over. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wake! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. It's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. It's complete.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he's knocked down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down in this field. It's a fake. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 9 to LSU.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Fires on the move. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got him this time. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They want to just keep throwing it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.